Hey explorers, I'm Mark Williamson. This is my channel, Age of Exploring, where I go out and explore the world and talk about the history and the science of what I find. On May 17th, I started traveling solo across the United States on my Africa Twin in order to ride the Lincoln Highway westbound from New York City to San Francisco. These are my travels. I am in Colorado Springs. I am heading towards Dodge City, Kansas. There's a break in the storms. I think I could get there between the storm that just passed here and the heavy storm that's supposed to go through to tonight and tomorrow. So I probably will be spending 2 nights in Dodge City.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, how to reach for the city lines. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way.
I spent that night in the hotel and it rained hard all night and well into the next afternoon. When the rain stopped the next afternoon, I had an opportunity to tour the Dodge City Boot Hill Museum. Boot Hill Museum does a great job of documenting the history and growth of the Dodge City area, starting with the Native Americans and the impact of European settlers. They talk about the buffalo hunters and the effect on both the native people and the environment. Dodge City started as a cattle trail hub where the cattle could be loaded onto railroads for transportation to centralized slaughterhouses. As a result of the cattle trail and the trail hands, Dodge City was known as a very rowdy town. The founders of Dodge City brought law and order. They do a great job of documenting the founders of Dodge City. After leaving the museum, you enter a really well done interactive town, for lack of a better word. It's actually just one building, but from the outside it looks like a town, and where you tour displays that have over 20,000 authentic items from that time period. There's a saloon, a dry goods store, barber shop, apothecary, funeral parlor, newspaper office, and of course the cemetery, which is outside actually. I found a display of more than 200 original guns from the time period really interesting because they broke it down to the types of guns that each of the individuals would use, like lawmen, outlaws, buffalo hunters, ranchers, things like that. And of course, if there are guns involved, you usually have to have some kind of law. So they documented really well the law officers who served during the time period that they're looking at, including Bat Masterson and Wyatt Earp and several others that the names you would know. All in all, I would highly recommend the Dodge City Boot Hill Museum if you're interested in the history of Dodge City and that time period. I'm on the road heading towards Reno, Oklahoma, maybe farther depending on how I'm feeling. It is sprinkling. I just left Dodge City about 20 miles ago. Heavy mist. Wearing my lobster claws, keep my hands warm and dry.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a
I am out on Route 66 again, heading into El Reno, Oklahoma.
And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind.
I look good. I spent the night in El Reno, Oklahoma after traveling from Dodge City, Kansas, about 240 miles yesterday in the rain, which is not bad if you've got the gear and are prepared for that kind of weather. Stopped at Sid's Diner in El Reno, a must stop at if you're in the area, because it is probably the best diner on Route 66, which I crossed a couple times. I am leaving El Reno, Oklahoma. windy. Sorry about that. Leaving El Reno, Oklahoma, and for the first time in over a week, clear skies. Look at this. This is beautiful. Temperatures about low 60s, high 50s, depending on which thermometer you look at. And I'm headed towards the River Campground. It's about 200 miles away. It's owned by Adam Sandoval of the Adam Sandoval YouTube channel. You should look at it. It's really good. He does some really cool stuff. And I'm going to spend the night there camping for the first time in over a week.
Fell between the fold, pulling stitches. Time to let go. So come on, man.
The River Campground is actually kind of a special place, owned by Adam Sandoval of Adam Sandoval Rides YouTube channel. It has all kinds of really cool things. It's got a pond. It has volleyball. It has it's on a river where you can actually go swimming. It has a stage. It has a pavilion where you can sit under the shelter and eat, or in my case, plan the rest of my trip eastbound. Has sites for RVs. It has sites for tents. It has sites for cabins. It has tree houses. It has all kinds. It's set up really, really well. The check-in process, the people are really friendly, very helpful. Underneath trees. It's nighttime. You should be able to hear all the crickets. I met another YouTuber. His name is Roman from Rome in the Country. Got a purpose to his ride. He's raising money to give basketballs to boys and girls clubs around the country. And he also is raising money to give skateboards to individuals at those clubs that sign up and get their parents' permission and things like that. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, be great, do good, go out and explore.
This ain't where I belong.